What's good, people? Welcome to another episode of The Blitz. We have got some of the original people. We've got original people here in the zone. We have Mr. James Lewis. James, what are you saying, bro?
Hi.
What's good? We've got Ciaran. You saw him in the last episode. Ciaran, how are you, bro?
I'm sweet, man.
Great. And last but not least, repping his Saints jersey, Mr. Brees himself, Abbas Unit.
Look, I'm just here. I'm having a good time. I'm just hoping we win.
We'll see. We'll get into that. Well, first off, we're going to start off with the initial rounds. You know, a couple more weeks off to the Super Bowl. But before the conference round comes the divisional round. So, guys, I'm going to go with the first one. The first seed in the NFC, the Green Bay Packers versus the LA Rams, who beat the Seahawks last week. Ciaran, I'm going to start with you. Who are you taking? Are you seeing Green Bay coming out with this one, or are you going to see the Rams?
I'm going with the Packers, but I think it's going to be a good game. Last week, I didn't expect the Rams to win, and obviously they did. Jalen Ramsey completely locked up DK Metcalf, so Devontae Adams against Jalen Ramsey is going to be really interesting. So like that, if Jalen Ramsey locks up Devontae Adams, it'll be a really good game and it'll be a really close game. If not, I think the Packers will run away with it. I think they're going to win anyway. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. And then they've got a running back who's got like 1,000 yards on the season. So yeah, I think the Packers are going to win, but it'll be a really interesting game, I think.
Abbas, I'm going to go with you. Do you see Sean McVay and the Rams taking this, or are you seeing Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers taking it?
I can't lie. Matt LaFleur's name is just cool to say to start with. But it's cool, Matt LaFleur. It's like that. I don't know if it's French or what.
Yeah,
Yeah, it must be French. It must be French LaFleur.
But let's hope he's got some flair. I'll take the Green Bay Packers as well, and I'm going to stick with what Ciaran's point is with Devontae Adams and Jalen Ramsey. I think one of the things that happened in the Rams game was everybody sees DK Metcalf. He's throwing a little bit of a bitch fit when Seattle's not getting the ball to Russell Wilson, and then what happens? They force the pass. It's a pick six, and you go for a touchdown or along them lines. So that's one thing I don't believe Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers will do. They're not going to have that type of bickery, and that's why one of the things I look at, I think, yeah, okay, they're playing a cold climate as well, but that connection between Rodgers and Adams, that will find a way. They're too good as a 1-2 to pass up. Normally, everybody knows I like my Brees Thomas connection, but this season it's been Rodgers and Adams has been that 1-2 connection that's been the best in the season so far. Alongside that, like you said, Aaron Jones, a really good running back season. You've got guys like Valdez Scandrix, who's going to play well as well. So they are set. The only thing I look at with, obviously, the Packers is Bakhtiari's not going to be there. So on a left tackle position, you're going to be missing somebody important, somebody who, I remember Whitworth went out for, I want to say it was, he played for the Bengals at the time and he went out and they struggled. So I remember stuff like that. These are key little things that could be a big factor. Obviously, you got the Rams defense. Everybody knows that. I would still personally trust Aaron Rodgers to come through. I think he's smart enough to scheme his way out. And everybody's got to also remember there's a little connection between Sean McVay and Matt LaFleur as well. They used to be with each other. So if anybody knows each other really well, it's them two. I'm going to take Rodgers just because I look at the way the Seahawks play. I can't see them replicating that again. They know this. I mean, not the Seahawks, the Rams. Right. I can't see them replicating the way they played against the Seahawks against this Packers team. So, yeah, I'll stick with Ciaran and I will take the Packers as well.
James, are you going to make it 3-0 to the Packers?
Packers by force. I don't like the Rams owner. And as much as they've got a good defense, the Packers. And the thing is,
so because of Arsenal, basically, you're going to say Bun Kroenke and the Rams.
At the end of the day, they got a nice stadium, nice kit that he's organised, but it'll be nice to see them lose. So yeah, and I trust the Packers. The Packers have to do it.
No, I'm going with the Packers as well, man. I feel like the only thing is, the reason I think the Packers are going to win is because I think Jalen Ramsey is good enough to lock up Devontae Adams or have a good game at least. Like Devontae Adams is not going to go for crazy numbers, especially if Jalen Ramsey is going to stay on him the whole game, or they're going to double cover him. They're not stupid. So what I feel like at the end of the day is it's just going to come down to the quarterbacks. I'm sorry. I would give me Aaron Rodgers every day over Jared Goff. So I feel
100%.
The Rams have a decent defense. The Rams have a very good decent defense, and the Green Bay Packers have a decent defense. But I feel like it's going to come down to. I think it might be a low-scoring game. I think the Rams want to keep it to a low-scoring game, but I feel like Aaron Rodgers will it's just Aaron Rodgers. This guy, his touchdown to interception ratio is crazy. He's my MVP for the season, so give me the Packers all day, bro. But now we're going to go on to Mr. I won my first playoff game finally. I'm so happy for him.
Hey, let's go.
Baltimore Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills. Now, this is a good matchup, man. Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson. Two half-decent defense, two very good quarterbacks. Abbas, I'm going to start with you. Who have you got, Lamar or Josh Allen?
So, like, the way I think favourites are is through betting odds, and the betting odds have Buffalo as the favourites. But I trust Lamar Jackson. And I'm going to say this. He needed that win, and the way that he won the game made me think, you know what? This isn't a Baltimore team that's going to fall off. Like, these guys can go to the Super Bowl and they can run. Like, Buffalo allowed the Indianapolis Colts to run on them. Now, you take that and you allow Lamar Jackson, who could easily be replaced as a running back if you wanted to. He's that good at rushing. The guy has more rushing yards than he does passing yards in some games. I'll easily take that. Now, the only thing I look at is Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen. That as a combination rivals what we just talked about with Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers. And they can pass on this Ravens defense, I reckon. But I would take the upset in this. I'd take Baltimore because I'm just feeling Lamar Jackson. I'm feeling the Ravens. And I think they are actually feeling themselves, and they've got that belief that, look, we won't be going out anytime soon. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to trust Lamar Jackson. I'm not going to trust him with his hands, though. Don't throw the ball too much. Just understand that, look, if you can run, control time of possession, yeah, take it. It's going to be fun, though, because these guys both came out the same draft as well.
Yeah.
So it'll be a fun game. This could be the game of the weekend, even though there's one more that's probably a little bit more important. But, yeah, I'll take Lamar Jackson. And, yeah, go on. Yeah, I'm going to take Lamar, and I think they won't blow them out. This is going to be a tie back and forth, hopefully. Yeah. But, yeah, Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
James, Lamar, Josh, bro.
I think Lamar, because he's got that first playoff win, he's got that bit between his teeth. And it's like, when I watched his post-game interview as well, it's like he acknowledged that he made certain mistakes and then came back for them to win the game. So it's like, I think the more that he's got that win, he's going to get that confidence. And because of his QB, it's like he understands that he has to lead by example. Like with that touchdown that he did before, it's like, I think he understands the gratitude. No, not he's understanding the moment. And it's like, because he's understanding the moment, it's going to lead him to get this big one over Josh Allen, especially coming from the same draft class as well. He's got something to prove.
Because, yeah, he was one of the last ones in that first round. Josh Allen
He fell because at the end of the day, people thought because of the way he plays, like he's good with the ball and stuff. He's not going to...
He won the Heisman, but people thought he wouldn't translate into the whole game. But boy, were they wrong. Ciaran, Lamar or Josh, bro?
Josh Allen's my guy, man.
Yeah.
Josh Allen. I think Abbas said it last week that Josh Allen was the most informed quarterback coming into the last round. And then through 2 touchdowns and rushed for 1 touchdown, that's not hurt him at all. Like, he's more informed now than he was last week. Stephon Diggs had a good game. Cole Beasley had a good game, pretty much on one leg. Like, you could see him after he caught the ball a couple of times, he couldn't even walk. Yeah. And I know Lamar Jackson looks like he's got this chip on his shoulder where he's got this first playoff win, and he looks like he might go on to win a few more games. I think it's the Bills. I think it's Josh Allen. I don't think, like everyone said, Lamar Jackson's very good at running with the ball. I don't think he's really got the receiver. Like, obviously, Marquise Brown is a good receiver. He's got whatever the tight end, Mark Andrews, isn't it, in the tight end?
Yeah, Mark.
Who I think them two are their main receivers in terms of yards this year. Other than that, I don't think they've got a lot. So I think whereas the Bills can run the ball and throw the ball well because they've got two good receivers. I don't think the Ravens have quite got that, so I think the Bills are going to win pretty much.
Oh, you know what? As much as I want Lamar, I want Lamar to win. But if I'm using my head, I feel like the Bills. I feel like the Bills have just a better overall team. The Bills have a very good defense, and Stephon has been the hottest receiver in the league so far. We've got a hot QB in Josh Allen. He's been to this. He gave Deshaun a hell of a game in this round last season. Or was it a wild card?
It would have been the wild card because then Watson played Kansas afterwards.
Yes,
yeah.
Right. But at the end, I've seen Josh Allen. Josh Allen doesn't have a bad playoff record. Even though he lost that game, he practically should have won if the laws of physics allowed it with the Deshaun sack. But we won't get onto that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go with the Bills. I feel like the Bills have an overall team. Josh Allen's 6, Stephon Diggs. As much as I want Lamar to win, and I know he's finally got that playoff win, he's got that monkey off his back, and now he's ready to keep rolling. I feel like the Bills just have that much above Ravens at the moment. But hopefully I'm wrong and I see Lamar win.
Question for you guys though then, because you're picking the Bills. Do you think Josh Allen's a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah. Because he's more.
Yeah, I trust Josh more throwing wise.
Yeah,
right,
exactly. Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah,
no, I can agree with that. I can see that. I can see why you would say he's a better quarterback in that.
And he's very underrated rushing.
Mm.
He's only
exactly
to Lamar in rushing. Actually, he's a very, very good quarterback rushing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Next is Browns Chiefs. I'm not going to make this one long. As much as I hate the Chiefs, it's Patrick Mahomes versus Baker Mayfield, and the Chiefs are going to beat the Browns. I think they're going to clap the Browns. Word to Chase Claypool.
Bro, he's a fool. He's a fool.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to clap them. So, honestly, but, anyone want to prove it different, or are we all saying Cleveland?
Browns is the Browns, man.
Bro,
no.
Browns is the Browns, man.
I was the only one that come last week and said the Browns would win as well.
Yeah. But then
I said, believe in the Browns. Let me just, whilst we're on Kansas, let me throw a little agenda out on Patrick Mahomes. Let me just put some.
Careful.
This guy gets away with so much crap that other quarterbacks can't get away with, and it's only because he's now, I guess you could say, quote unquote, the darling of the NFL. Yeah,
he earned it though.
You see the way Steph Curry used to get away with stuff.
Yeah.
With Patrick Mahomes is the exact same. This guy, he is a good quarterback. Yeah, very good. But come on, the way he throws the ball, that's not normal. I just wish someone. It won't happen this round. Yeah, Kansas will win this game. Mm-hmm. But the next round, I just hope when he plays either Buffalo or Baltimore, they get at him a bit. Like, this guy needs to stop a little bit.
Yeah. No, you know what I've seen, but the thing is, as much as I try to poke holes in Mahomes' game, I've seen him throw for like three picks and still win a game. But then again, I've seen Brett Ripien do the same thing, so maybe
it's away with it. I don't know how he just does.
I say on the two quarterbacks as well. You see the thing on Twitter and everything today about that college game in 2016 between Texas Tech and Oklahoma, where it was like 60. Whatever between them two. I hope it's something like that. I don't think it will be. I think the Chiefs have got it like easy, but I hope both of them have very good games.
Yeah. I feel like the Browns will score a couple touchdowns. Baker will. Baker's not that bad of a QB, but I feel like overall Mahomes is at Arrowhead. Mahomes it's an easy home win for Mahomes. Like, I don't see easy home win for Mahomes.
Screw it. I'm taking the Browns. I'm sick of
it.
But don't you think Mahomes deserves that kind of, how you're saying that, like, they're letting him get away with stuff, but it's kind of like, it's like the Steph Curry thing. When you get incredibly succlisuccessful, it's like, then people love you. But it's like a few more years and then people will hate him. I think.
That's just in life. Like, it's in life. The more successful you are, the more you can get a game.
But I think they will start to get at him, though. In a few years, they're going to like to wear off. And then
there's people that get onto LeBron.
Yeah, so it's like,
but you know,
I just think more fans and media love the way Mahomes plays, but eventually they'll get sick of that when they realize he plays quite reckless.
Yeah, 100%.
And yeah,
he just says F it. Tyreek's up there. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes
he gets
Tyreek and inshallah.
I said Tyreek and inshallah. Let's put respect. This is a Super Bowl MVP and an MVP, so let's put some respect on him. So we're all going with the Chiefs, yeah.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Abbas, the NFC South. It's the NFC South showdown. It's one apiece, isn't it? It's one apiece between versus Brees. What?
2-0. We destroyed them 38-3.
Yeah, no,
I'm walking around.
2-0. Yeah. I was lying. 2-0. 2-0. Are you going to make it 3-0? Or is Brady going to turn off that playoff switch we've seen time and time again and beat the Saints? Abbas, I'm going to let you go on this.
3-0. Easy 3-0. Brady was not even impressive against Washington. I sat back and I thought, if this is Washington with some backup reserve quarterback that I still can't remember from the top of my head what his name was. There you go. If that's what they did, and they just about got through, you think I'm going to sit here and be worried about Drew Brees, as elite as he is? The fact that we've got our squad back. No, I'm not worried one bit. But I will say this: it's a divisional game, and beating someone 3 times in one season is hard. I don't think it's going to be like 38-3. I can't imagine Brady being beaten that badly again. But if it does, I'm coming for Tom Brady. I'm telling him to retire. So this project failed. You move on. You do TB12 somewhere else, and you launch an app on Apple and stuff like that. You just enjoy yourself. Get away from football. You don't need to do this anymore. It's hurting you. That's what I'm saying. He's a bit old. It's fine. But no.
Drew Brees. They're both old.
Yeah, but Drew Brees, look at the man. Just
look at the man.
Okay, Drew Brees, look at the man. He's won 1 ring. Tom Brady, look at the man. He's won 6.
Look at the coach. The coach is not elite.
Yeah, look at the coach right now. He took an MVP to what?
That MVP was washed anyway. Let's just be honest. He was that washed.
Yeah, I know. Right now, in the Brady versus Belichick argument, it's more Brady than Belichick. So
no, it's not. No, but if I'm going to be serious, this is going to be more of a trickier game than the other 2 games we had. But I still have to stick the fact that we're playing in the Dome and we are at home and our team is fully ready. This is arguably the best chance for us to win everything as well. So, yeah, I'm going to still stick with my boys. And, yeah, but if we don't, shit. That's all I'm saying, shit.
No, you need to the part. I'm going to load up from the Zone podcast. Little shout out to the Zone podcast there. Listening to it on Apple Music and Spotify. But, if you listen to our podcast, you will realize that Mr. Abbas over here said that they will reach the playoffs. And if they beat you in the playoffs and knock you out of the so-called playoffs, it will just be playoffs. It'll just be beautiful, wouldn't it? It's just what's the
poetic justice. Poetic justice.
There you go. Words of Kendrick and Drake. It will be poetic justice, man. I would love it. In the words of Kevin Keegan, I would absolutely.
I would love it if they beat them.
I would love it if they beat them. Love it. Well, Ciaran, we're gonna go with you, man. Brady versus Brees. Who you got?
I'm gonna go for Brady. I think obviously the Saints were good last week. But the Bears made them look a lot better than they were. Like the Bears killed themselves with the amount of penalties they gave away. Like they were on a promising drive. I think it was second quarter, and Cole Kmet threw the ball over the refs, which wasn't a penalty, but got given for a penalty. And then you had Mac sacked Drew Brees, and then it got taken back for holding, and then they scored on that drive. Like the Saints were obviously very good, but they got made to look a lot better than they were. And I think against a Bucs team that's got, Tom Brady, Gronk looked, he's not the Gronk he used to be, but he still looked all right. AB looked good, catching a touchdown. Sue on defense, it's a very good team. I think, I think the Bucs are going to win.
James, last but not least, James, Brady versus Brees.
I think Brees will just take it. And I think then it will be like for Brady, it'll be like, it was a nice project, but it's like, it is time to just look at other options. I could see the Saints winning.
Give me the Saints. I'm going with the Bucks. I've learned from my years of watching NFL is one thing you don't do is doubt Tom Brady in the playoffs. So I've learned not to bet against this man because he just proved me wrong every single time. So I'm not going to be betting against Tom Brady. I'm going to go with the Bucks. But thank you guys for coming on. That was another episode of The Blitz. You can like, share, subscribe with your friends if you like our faces, which you should do. We're nice people. You can listen to the Zone podcast on Spotify and Apple. Follow us on Twitter at the.zoneldn and follow us on Instagram.
On Snapchat.
Instagram or Snapchat. Yeah. Anything else before we wrap it up? Anything else you guys want to say?
Bill Belichick's taken Trump's trousers down this week with not accepting that medal, and he's a don.
But Tom Brady would. But Tom Brady would accept the medal, and you're supporting that. You are supporting that. I'm buying you a MAGA hat.
Oh, well, thank you everyone for listening and watching. We're watching this and listening. Hopefully you were. Last but not least, guys, thanks for coming on and peace.